Suella, thank you very much for joining me. This scandal is so appalling, the information that's come out.
Listening to Jacob Rees-Mogg talking to Suella Braverman about the grooming gang's uproar, you would believe the two of them had been nowhere near a government that had been in power for the last 14 years. Especially Braverman, who'd been Home Secretary between 2022 and 23 and was in a position to really do something about implementing the suggestions from the independent inquiry on child sex abuse that concluded in 2022.
Almost unreadable out in a public arena. It's so deeply shocking. What seems to have been the problem, though, is that nobody was willing to enforce the law because they were worried that they would be accused of being racists.
Yes, Jacob, you're absolutely right. If there's one way of distilling this scandal, one of the biggest scandals our country has seen in recent years, down to a root cause, it is that there was countless instances when the authorities, people with powers, people who owed duties of care to these vulnerable children, police officers, social workers, teachers, counsellors, and many, many more who knew about what was happening, were told by the victims themselves about these heinous crimes, and they turned a blind eye.
You could say exactly the same thing about you, Suella. Click here for Robert Jenrick being totally skewered by Nick Robinson.